For 40 years they wandered in the wilderness. An entire generation died beneath the desert sun. But the promise never died. Now the river Jordan lies before them. Beyond it waits the land sworn to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And Moses is gone. The servant of the Lord has died on Mount Nebo. The people mourned for 30 days. Then the voice of the Lord comes to Joshua. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them. Joshua had walked beside Moses for years. He had seen the sea split. He had climbed the mountain. He had watched the people rebel. Now the responsibility is his. Be strong and of a good courage, God tells him. Be not afraid, for the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. So Joshua prepares the people. The officers move through the camp. Food is gathered. The tribes ready themselves. And the Ark of the Covenant, the symbol of God's presence, moves to the front. 3 days later, Israel stands at the edge of the Jordan River. In the season of harvest, the Jordan overflows its banks. The water runs fast and deep. Yet the priests carrying the ark step forward. Their feet touch the river, and the water stops. Far upstream, the river stands like a wall. Downstream, it runs dry. The riverbed opens before them, and the entire nation crosses on dry ground. 12 stones are taken from the river, a memorial for generations to come. So that when children ask, what do these stones mean? The answer will be remembered. The Lord cut off the waters of Jordan before us. Israel has entered the land, but the land is not empty. Cities stand fortified. Armies guard their walls. And the first city before them is Jericho. Its walls rise high. Its gates are shut tight. Joshua prepares for battle, but the Lord gives an unexpected command. For 6 days, you shall march around the city once. 7 priests shall carry 7 trumpets. On the 7th day, you shall march 7 times. And when the trumpet sounds, the people shall shout. It is not the strategy of war. It is the obedience of faith. So Israel marches. Day after day, silent footsteps circle the walls. The people of Jericho watch from above. Then, on the 7th day, after the 7th march, the trumpets sound. Joshua gives the command. Shout, for the Lord hath given you the city. The people cry out, and the walls collapse. Jericho falls. The first victory in the Promised Land. But triumph quickly turns to trouble. In Jericho, one man had taken what was forbidden. A man named Achan. Gold, silver, a Babylonish garment, hidden beneath his tent. Because of that hidden sin, Israel suffers defeat at the city of Ai. The army retreats in fear. Joshua falls before the Lord in grief, and God reveals the truth. Israel hath sinned. Achan is discovered. Judgment falls. Only then does Israel return to battle. This time, the city of Ai falls. Victory restored. The campaign continues. Kings gather against Israel. Cities fall. Battles rage across the land of Canaan. Yet the text repeats a simple truth again and again. The Lord fought for Israel. The conquest spreads through the land, north and south, mountains and valleys. Finally, the war quiets. The time has come to divide the inheritance. The tribes gather. Lot by lot, territory is assigned. Judah, Ephraim, Benjamin, Naphtali. Each tribe receives its portion. The promise given centuries earlier is becoming reality. Even Caleb, who had trusted God when the spies returned in fear, receives his inheritance. At 85 years old, he declares, I am as strong this day as I was when Moses sent me. And the hill country of Hebron becomes his. At last, The land rests from war. Years pass. Joshua grows old, the leader who guided Israel into the land. Now gathers the people one final time. At Shechem, the tribes assemble. Joshua reminds them of their story. From Abraham beyond the river, to Egypt, to the wilderness, to the victories in Canaan, every step carried by the faithfulness of God. Then Joshua speaks the challenge that echoes through the generations. Choose you this day whom ye will serve, the gods of the nations, or the Lord who brought you here. Then he declares his own decision. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. The people answer together, we will serve the Lord our God. The covenant is renewed. Stones are raised as witness. And Joshua, the servant of the Lord, dies at the age of 110, buried in the land he helped to secure. And the scripture records a final note. The Lord gave unto Israel all the land which he sware to give unto their fathers, and they possessed it, and dwelt therein. Not one promise had failed. The land was theirs. But the greater question still remained. Would they remain faithful in the land they had been given?